Hello, I was told to do a little bit of just talking before I started playing, so I'm going to do a bit of talking. Hello, I'm Chris Pallett, aka Dr. Bastard. I'm going to play some songs tonight. First, I'm going to do a poem. This is called Rise. The measures put in place to impose austerity, discriminate against the poorest members of society, casting these unfortunates further into poverty and demonising them with some media controversy. The system isn't working. It doesn't make any sense to me. We need a revolution. To put it plain and simply, we need to rise up and reinstate democracy before our lives are sold off to big industry. For example, fracking. Are you out of your mind? Did you look at any evidence? I think you might find flammable water, respiratory conditions. You're saying it's a fuel. I'm having my suspicions. Well, we need to rise up. We need to overcome. We've already taken too much, and I think that it's wrong. We need to rise, revolt. They've given us a reason. Take back control, even if they call it treason. Okay, that's the little warm-up. I can't see comments and shit. I think, yeah, my post has been shared. I think I'm live. I'm just going to go for it now. This is my first song tonight. I used to play a song called Happy, but I've dropped that because it was about being depressed, and I'm not depressed anymore. So instead I play this song now. This is called November Rain in Spain. Doesn't start with that chord. It starts with this chord. I'm going to turn my tuner off. So I don't want to waste the battery. They're expensive. Batteries are very, very expensive. They're like, a couple of quid. Blue skies, cigarettes and rain, all the things we do to numb the pain. Blue skies, lazy days and waste, waste our lives just digging our own grace. It was really nice to meet you. I didn't catch your name. Face won't be forgotten, but our paths won't cross again. You can be D'Artagnan, I'll be the Queen of Spain, as we return back to a life which is just boring and mundane in the cold November rain. I lost you and I lost my brain. Meet back at the bar next time we lose ourselves again. Calories, cannabis and cheese. City caters for my every need. It was really nice to meet you. I didn't catch your name. Face won't be forgotten, but our paths won't cross again. You can be D'Artagnan and I'll be the Queen of Spain, as we return back to a life which is just boring and mundane in the cold November rain in Spain, as it falls mainly on the plain, and there's no reason to complain that your life's a fucking drain. Yeah! Wasn't that amazing? Aren't I brilliant? Fucking hell, he's the best. Right, this next song is about my favourite serial killers. If you have a favourite serial killer, please put their name in the comments. I'd like that. Here's a little something for your brain to digest. It's a list of the serial killers I like best. I'll start the ball rolling with my man Fred West. He's got a prostitute wife and it's... Whoa! That was the wrong fucking chords. I'm sorry, I've been drinking since 11:30 this morning. Hence my good mood. Here's that same song again, but with the right chords. Here's a little something for your brain to digest. It's a list of the serial killers I like best. I'll start the ball rolling with my man Fred West. He's got a prostitute wife and a taste for incest. He's gonna keep it in the family the way that it goes. Burying the bodies under the patio, hiding in the cupboard while his wife puts on a show. Everybody knows that Rose is a hoe. The next celebrity to make my list, like small boys, I'm talking about Albert Fish. A man who stuck pins in his crotch for pleasure, abducted little kids and digest them at his leisure. At this point most folk will try to hide, but not Albert Fish, cause he's twisted inside. He wrote to his victims, playing Marlies. He described what he did on his killing sprees. He was a serial killer. Wake up in the morning and you munch on serial killer. Do you really think my rhymes will be vanilla? I'm gonna give a shout out to my man Ed Gein. His crimes were considered depraved and obscene. All he ever wanted was some love from his mother, but he dug up dead bodies, murdered his own brother. Nobody could save him, not even his attorney, with a whole house filled with human taxidermy. A ghastly display of the bits that remain. So they put him in an asylum and they branded him insane. He was a serial killer. Wake up in the morning and you munch on serial killer. They're worse than fucking Godzilla. Well, Godzilla's got a pretty fucking high death count. Right. The next song I'm doing tonight is called Sometimes. It's about sometimes, but you're going to have to excuse me because I made the mistake of buying new guitar strings today because I wanted to sound good tonight. Unfortunately, this means my guitar keeps going out of tune because I didn't quite play them in enough. Because I'm a fool. Just talk amongst yourselves, you know. Right. Yeah, so what was I going to do? Sometimes we all get carried away. Sometimes we just don't know what to say. Sometimes you want to write some reggae. Doesn't mean you should get high all day. Sometimes we have to suffer a fool. Sometimes it's hard to keep it cool, but in time, you know you might even find a little bit of peace in your own mind, and you don't have to suffer in silence all of the time. Sometimes keeping your mouth shut isn't a crime. Just keep all them bad thoughts to yourself and contemplate. Say yes sir, bend over. Try to appear to cooperate. Sometimes you say you're gonna be right. Sometimes you can't be bothered to fight at these times. Don't get all bogged down with spite. Get through the day, my friend, sit back and ignite. And sometimes You know you're gonna be wrong, and sometimes you need to just play along at these times. Recite the words of the song. Get through the day, my friend, and smoke on a bong, and there will always be people in life after fortune and fame. If you walk down that path, it will bring you shame. You will end up pointing your finger, casting the blame. Much easier to learn the rules and then try to play the silly game. Sometimes we all get carried away. Sometimes we just don't know what to say. Sometimes you want to write some reggae. Doesn't mean you should get high all day. Sometimes. Right, this next song is about the third bad thing that's going to happen to us in the next, decade. So the first bad thing is happening now. That's COVID-19. That's pretty bad. The next bad thing that's going to happen to us, and by us I mean the UK, is Brexit. That's gonna fuck us. Yeah, if you thought COVID-19 was a shit, wait till you get that fucking bitch on your plate. Or lack of shit on your plate. I might be wrong, but doubtful. Fucking Johnson's government. Whoa. Yeah. And then there's the real big one, which is going to affect the UK. It's going to affect the whole fucking world, and that's climate change. And that's what this song's written about. It's fucked. We're all fucked. No one's fucking talking about it either, apart from some little teenage girl, but no one wants to listen to her. What the fuck does she know? You know, more than most of them. Fucking ranting. This is I turned 40 not long ago. It's my right to rant like this now. Gotta turn the fucking battery off again. I was just 14 when it dawned on me. It's a bleak future for humanity. We're dependent on our fuel sources starting to run out. We haven't got an answer to survival, I doubt. 10 years later, what's in store for me? I can barely afford electricity. Work 16 hours, tax 60%. Spending all the rest on the food and rent. 20 years later, what's in store? Staring in the face of the Third World War. With powers inefficient, we couldn't use the sun. I wasn't listening because the fighting begun, but there ain't no oil and there ain't no gold. All been stripped from the ground and sold. Nothing left to burn and we'll all go cold. Trying to tell a story that's already been told. Most people start to starve, they turn on the elite because they're tired of them having food and heat. Around this time all the knowledge is lost. Turn up on the data centers due to the cost. 64, I'm at death's door. There ain't any healthcare anymore. No medicine, no industry. Just the dying remains of a society. But tell me, mate, does it end this way? We all try a little bit and change today. Try and take a little piece of life and make it right. Stop depending on the engine sunlight because there ain't no oil and there ain't no gold. Been stripped from the ground and sold. Nothing left to burn and we'll all go cold. Trying to tell a story that's already been told. I think we've left it way too late to make a difference. It's best if we burn out and fade away. There was industrial revolution and it caused all this pollution, and now there's simply no solution, and the human race is in a state of decay. Na 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 na, you're all gonna die. Na 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 na. Na 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 na, we're all gonna die. Don't blame me cause I rode my bike to work. That was a D major. Talk amongst yourselves again. I would tell a joke, but I don't know any jokes. I'm not a very funny person. They spend most of my time wasting my time. I've no need for your ambition. I'm doing just fine. Why should I be working when I can recline and take time for what's important? It isn't a crime. We shouldn't have to take it. What's that, you disagree? To enjoy a life of servitude where nothing comes for free. It's true, indoctrination is the new world order. People are enslaved with lambs to the slaughter, confused and controlled by the ruling strong and stable, who leech upon our profits because we made it able. So I'll spend some time for what is mine, relaxing in my chair, grow some food and write this verse, excuse my vacant stare. Spend most of my time wasting my time. Most of my time just wasting my time. Most of my time wasting my time. Most of my time just wasting my time. Most of my time wasting my time. Most of my time just wasting my time. Most of my time wasting my time. Most of my time just wasting my time. When I get a pie, there's a piece they always take. If I choose to eat it, I don't get my cake. I wouldn't really mind if it seems our lives compared, but the thieves who take my taxes are all fucking millionaires. Money misspent on campaign trails, furthering their ambitions. We've got the public by the balls, a statement and a mission. Integrate, assimilate, and now you're a commodity. So pay your taxes, fund the war, and join a big society. Most of my time wasting my time. Most of my time just wasting my time. Most of my time wasting my time. Most of my time just wasting my time. Most of my time wasting my time. Most of my time just wasting my time. Most of my time wasting my time. Most of my time just wasting my time. This next one's about vegetables and yeah, why you should be nice to people and stuff, refugees. He was the biggest courgette in the allotment. Then this gust of wind blew him away. He landed far away in a patch of onions. This is what those onions had to say. They said, go home, zucchini. This place is not where you should be. Your skin is far too greeny. They love the refugee zucchini. Wandered on into the leek patch, and them leeks stood there all big and green and tall. He thought, this is a place that I might belong here. Turned out that was not the case at all. They said, go home, zucchini. This place is not where you should be. Your skin is far too greeny. winter it did come around, and the gardener committed his harvest. He munched upon some onions, and he munched upon some leeks, but it was his courgette he liked the best. He said, delicious zucchini, my belly is where you should be. Your texture is oh so dreamy, the tail of a refugee zucchini. And the moral of that story is be nice to each other, because we all end up in some cunt's belly. Right. I've got 2 songs left, you'll be pleased to know. The first one's written by me. It's about Her Majesty the Queen. God bless the Queen. We all love the Queen. She's had a really hard time recently in that massive palace, you know, putting her life at danger, going out on the lawn to make that fucking institutionalised but nice man a knight. You know, to be fair, Captain Tom, who should be Major Tom, really, let's face it. He did a lot of good work and that, but he's still, you know, product of the fucking bullshit, isn't he? But he's Sir Tom. Can't remember the chorus. Ah, that's them. Mrs. Windsor, do you know what would be great? If you take all of your money and return it to the state. Mrs. Windsor, it's not up for debate. Do us all a favour and please just abdicate. Mrs. Windsor, your house is far too large, and I bet you like the policy suggested by Nigel Farage. Mrs. Windsor and your inbred family, you live a life of comfort whilst we get austerity. We get austerity. Mrs. Windsor, your racist husband too. It's embarrassing that our country has ambassadors like you. Mrs. Windsor, it's alleged you killed off Di. I bet you'd like to dig her up and fuck her in the eye. Mrs. Windsor, we have a monarchy. Our country will never be a true democracy. Mrs. Windsor, I wish that you were dead. We should have a revolution and cut off your fucking head. Cut off your fucking head. La 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 la, God save the Queenie Queen, Queenie Queenie Queen, Queenie Queenie Queen. We've got a queen, she's on the money. Queenie 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 Queen. Mrs. Windsor, do you know what would be great? Do us all a favour and please just abdicate. I believe it's pronounced treason. Right, this next song is fucking, it's a cover song. I'm covering a song. It's a song that was written 30 years ago. It's fucking really relevant at the moment. It's a shame it ever had to be written in the first place. It's called Fuck the Police by NWA. Fuck the police, coming straight from the underground. A young brother got it bad cause he's brown and not the other colours, so the police think that they got the authority to kill a minority. Fuck that shit, I ain't the one for a punk motherfucker with a badge and a gun to be beaten up, thrown in jail. We can go rub a toe in the middle of a sale. Fucking with me because I'm a teenager with a little bit of gold and a page. Searching my car, looking for a product, thinking every motherfucker here is selling narcotics. You rather see me and Lorenzo in their fucking pen and hidden in the benzo. Beat a policeman out of shape, and when I finish, clean up the yellow tape. Tape off the scene of the slaughter, still getting bread and water. Fuck the police. Fuck the police. Fuck the police. Whoa, fuck the police. I don't know if they're fags or what. They always wanna grab a motherfucker down and feel his button. On the other hand, without a gun they can't get none. Don't let it be a black or a white one. They'll beat you down to the street top. Black police showing off for a white cop. Ice Cube's gonna fucking swarm on any motherfucker in a uniform. Cause he's from the CBT. These punk motherfuckers are afraid of heat. A young motherfucker on the fucking warpath. When he's finished, there's gonna be a bloodbath. Oh, cops dying in LA. Yo, Dre, I got something to say. Fuck the police. Whoa. Fuck the police. Right, I have forgotten to do an important thing I was supposed to do, so apologies to Gary and Alex, the organisers. I was supposed to put a link in the description below. If you can afford to, please donate some money to the cause. You can find it on the event page, the link to donate. It's a fucking good cause. The work that Punks for the Homeless do is just fucking brilliant. And yeah, please, if you can spare some, I'll be making a donation myself later. Thank you for listening. Good night.